Hello everybody and welcome back to Mario 64 the Randomizer. Last episode we went into the Hazy Maze Cave entrance, which ended up being lethal lava land. We also glitched our way into the attic to be able to get to the basement in the first place. And in today's episode we're going to go into what usually would be lethal lava land and ends up being shifting sand land. So next episode we can go into what usually would be shifting sand land. And won't be Hazy Maze Cave, obviously, because we already know where Hazy Maze Cave is. But this is a Bowser theme level music thingy. I was going to talk about my Instagram adventures today to you all. And I still do plan to do that, and please do not crush me. Because as you've probably noticed, if you've mainly been watching, I think, my Pokemon series, which statistically you probably have, I made a TikTok account to upload some highlights and to upload some highlights from the videos, preferably daily, but probably not daily. Just to get a little bit of attention and just different social platforms as well. Also, just in the case that my YouTube ever gets yeeted into oblivion because copy strikes or something like that, it's nice to have people follow you on other platforms as well. And obviously we've got the Discord for that, but I figured let's see if other social media platforms also work. Just putting in a little bit more effort than I usually have historically into my content, into the channel as well. So no. Okay, I made it to the other side. So I made a TikTok to upload highlights to, and I figured if I'm gonna make highlights anyway, I might as well upload them to Instagram as well. But Instagram has 3 different ways to publish and share video. The first of which is just in your Instagram feed, and those videos are just 16:9, or well, just usual. That's a star. How do I get that star? Do I just literally just jump into you? No, I have to punch you. Okay. Anyway, so that's just 16:9. That's the aspect ratio you're watching right now, and I could do that. I could definitely do that, and as a matter of fact, I probably just should do that now that I think about it. But then there's also Instagram TV, which is supposed to be portrait mode, which is literally just a quarter turn from 16:9, so it becomes 9:16. And that's also what TikTok needs, because obviously TikTok is a mobile-based thing, and as such, it has portrait mode as its default, and I think only real option, right? So I'm making all of my highlight videos in 9:16 for TikTok. So I wanted to post those on my Instagram, which you can find down below, linked in the description. And turns out that the Instagram feed videos can't actually be 9:16, they have to be 16:9, or alternatively, preferably even, I think, 5:4 aspect ratio, something like that. I don't exactly know, maybe 4:5, one or the other. So I couldn't post the ones that I had been making for TikTok on there, which then means that I'm going to have to re-edit those into a different aspect ratio, which is kind of just a bother and annoying to do. So I was really annoyed, but then I realized you've also got Instagram stories, which do take 9:16 videos. So I'm probably going to end up using that instead, because that also, I think, allows you to directly link to the video itself by swiping up. So that would also work best for that. So I think I'm just going to do Instagram stories, also because I don't want to make my entire Instagram account just clips from this channel. Because I've got normal pictures, nice looking pictures on there. Photography, right? Because I do like to do some basic photography every now and then. So that was my little story about Instagram and how it is absolutely shitty. I mean, I know YouTube also has a feature where it has a stories feature. I don't know what it's called on YouTube. It might just be stories. I don't remember. I don't think a lot of people use that though, is the thing. I see people using it, but I don't know if people actually watch that as well. Maybe they do. Maybe it's an entirely different audience that does that compared to the videos itself. I honestly don't know. I don't see much use in it personally, especially in a YouTube context. That being said, I also see a lot of the channels I follow posting text posts on YouTube, because you've also got like just your news feed on YouTube, which also has text posts, which you can include like a picture with. And I see a lot of people posting there to post like this week's video is going to be this as an announcement before the video actually goes like live, right? That wouldn't really work for my channel, I guess, because I'm uploading daily anyway, and you know what's getting uploaded when. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Pokemon Through the Years. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is Mario. And Sunday is... I'm not gonna die here, hopefully. So close. And Sunday is Kingdom Hearts. That's the schedule, and that's been the schedule for a while, and that will be the schedule for a while longer. And live streams happen whenever I have time for them. That is just how this channel operates. So for that, I don't really need the text posts, I feel. Or the stories, for that matter. I feel like the stories is kind of like YouTube's answer to making sure people don't have to go to Instagram for like vlogging type stuff. Because if you're not a vlogging channel, but you want to take people with you in your day-to-day life, you don't really have a way to do that otherwise on YouTube. And I guess YouTube stories, I'm just going to call them YouTube stories for now because I don't know what they're actually called, are a decent to good alternative for that, right? To... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, this is gonna kill me. It didn't kill me, good. So I guess there is that, right? I guess there is that. This literally only gives you a one, but there's nothing to find here. Let's go the other way. So that has been my adventures with TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, and I was thinking about also using my Facebook page, because I also have like a Facebook page for the channel as well, to post more content to as well, but I'm going to refrain from doing that because my channel audience doesn't seem to be very filled with boomers at the moment, and I'm not saying I would like to keep it that way, because anybody who enjoys my content is very welcome. Hiccups in the middle of a video, that's always fantastic. It's obviously very welcome to come hang out and watch, but I don't really like Facebook as a platform. I do understand that Instagram is owned by Facebook, and it's been owned by Facebook for a while, so if you don't like Facebook but use Instagram from like a policy perspective, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I don't use Facebook personally as a platform that much, so... neither do I use TikTok, but TikTok is like... There's people on there that I maybe could reach and maybe could be interested in my content, right? So that is more worth it. Facebook, I don't know. I've got quite like a decent amount of friends on Facebook. Let's not die! which might actually help with like gaining a couple of views and that making like a little bit of traction, which then could mean that the YouTube algorithm picks me up a little bit more, and in turn then skyrocket my channel to 20 million subscribers overnight, because that's obviously gonna happen. But these are the things that I've been thinking about a little bit more lately, because I've also started that other channel, right? Perspective on Story, as it's called right now. That name is up for change, potentially, because it's not a very good... damn it. It's not a very great name, in my opinion, but it works. And I still don't have a banner for that either. It still has the banner I used on that channel when it had a different name. By the time this goes up, that probably should have been fixed or changed at least. So I'll post things from that channel, which is not going to upload as much as this channel. This channel uploads daily. That channel will upload like once a week, probably. I'll upload little highlights or excerpts from that as well. That's a way more like... I write scripts for that. It's a story analysis channel, and at the moment I'm working on doing analysis of every single Avatar The Last Airbender episode in existence. And maybe if it's been fun and I feel like it afterwards, I'll do The Legend of Korra. But I also feel like I might do some like MCU videos later on. Or I might do some Kingkiller Chronicles videos, because I fucking love those books as well. I might do some Harry Potter things as well, because while I do think Harry Potter as a series is a little bit like overrated because it's not that well written. J.K. Rowling honestly isn't a great writer. I'm very sorry to burst your bubble. We're not going to go back into Shifting Sandland. I don't like it. We're going to go into this level. J.K. Rowling isn't a great writer. I'm very sorry. TikTok Clock. That makes a lot of sense. Isn't a great writer. Again, sorry to burst your bubble there, but she just isn't. She's a good writer. I'm not saying she's a bad writer, but she's not the fucking Shakespeare of our age. She just isn't. Especially like over the past couple of years, all the bullshit like retcons she has thrown in over Twitter, like and with Fantastic Beasts being like not very good with the canon and stuff. And then the whole, like, in Fantastic Beasts 2, The Crimes of Grindelwald, Nagini having been a woman before she was a snake, that can turn into a snake with, like, the blood curse thing, the Maledictus thing, right? That entire thing, I've been sitting on that secret for 20 years. No, you haven't. You just pulled that out of your ass 20 minutes ago. And that is okay. That is okay. I mean, okay, for the Nagini thing, there is an argument to be made that she actually did intend that right from the start because of the naming convention she used. It links back to some kind of mythological creature which is half woman, half snake. But I feel like that might be more referencing the fact that she has some human soul in her because of Voldemort, and not that she actually was a human being at some point in her life. I really don't feel like while writing Harry Potter books, she had that in mind. As so many other things. I mean, Dumbledore being gay is one of the things that I actually do accept, because that is hinted towards in the 7th book for sure. With the Grindelwald situation. I don't know when she actually came out to say that. Did she say that before the 7th book was released? Because if that's the case, that might also be a little bit like ass pool. But that makes a little bit more sense, and that is like just straight up canon now as well, because of the Fantastic Beasts. Like, anyway, this is exactly what I mean. This kind of stuff, but in a less like rambly nature, but in a way where I write down everything and I make a script and I like actually do the editing on the videos as well. That's what that other channel is going to be / already is, because it already exists. God damn it! Already exists. So if you're interested in that, there should be a link to that on my channel, maybe? In the description of this video? I don't know, I'm not gonna link to my other channel in every description of every video. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I'll think about that. Maybe I'll just add it to the links. Like, I've got links to my TikTok and my Instagram and my Discord in every video anyway, right? So I might as well just throw in one more link that nobody's actually gonna see. Yeah, okay, maybe that's not that bad of an idea. Maybe that's not that bad of an idea. Maybe we'll do that. I'll think about it at least. That being said, we'll do one more star in TikTok Clock, and then I think we're going to end off the episode. I like TikTok Clock's gimmick, but we can't use its gimmick here because we don't have the hand. Because that is still in the level that was the Bowser fight that allows us to go here in the first place. So I'm going to skip on a lot of the stars in TikTok Clock. Also because some of the stars in TikTok Clock are a little bit annoying. So we'll do. I mean, the red coin star is fucking impossible unless you can stop the clock. If you can't stop the clock, that red coin star is... Or is it the other way around? I think it actually becomes impossible when you stop the timer at all, because then they all are just vertical rather than all being horizontal. So I think you want them to be moving slowly for the red coin. star. But we're not going to be doing that at all because, again, we can't. So we'll get on the hand as we were told for this mission, and then we'll end of the episode. And the next episode, I guess we'll go into what usually would be Dire Docks, and we're on the hand. Okay. What usually would be Dire Docks and Bowser and the Flaming Sea or whatever it's called. And then after that, I guess we'll go back to the attic. We need 50 stars to get back to the attic. I won't backwards long jump back into that. The only reason I did that was to potentially get the key, which we did with a lot of luck. But I'm not going to backwards long jump into that unless we get the stars we need. And I think that's 50 stars. So it's still a decent amount of stars left. And before I take a drink here, let's make sure that we do not get hit by this fucker. Which is the jump button. I forgot what the jump button was for a moment. Okay, so we've got 35 stars, which means we've got 15 stars to go. It's going to be a little while before we can get back into the attic, and I think we need 70 to go into the final level of the game. But we'll be taking a look at that next episode. Until then, have a vlogger. You have been awesome as always. Bye.
Mm-hmm.